Hey guys, welcome to today's video. If you like this look and you want to see how I achieved it, please stay tuned and I will show you all of the tips and tricks to get this look. Okay guys, so let's get started. We are going to start off with priming the skin. I'm using Benefit's Professional, and I would really love to try some new primers. So if you guys have any suggestions, I mean, I love this primer, but I feel like it's kind of like I use it every single time. So I kind of feel like maybe there's something new out there that I should try. So if you guys have any suggestions, please comment below. And for today's foundation, we are going to use the Too Faced Born This Way. This is a really natural wearing foundation. I have it in the shade Warm Nude, and I like it. It's got a pump, so that's really nice. I'm going to put it on my little plate here, and it really covers pretty good. You can build it really well, which I really like. I'm going to go in with the brush. This is a e.l.f. foundation blurring brush. I am still getting used to the beauty blenders, and like I have a couple of Real Technique sponges, but for me, I don't know, I guess I just like the feel of a brush and the look of a brush and kind of all that jazz. So we are going to, as you can see, the coverage is pretty darn good, even just with the first layer, which I love. I don't like layering on too much. I mean, it's nice that you can, but like really at the end of the day, who wants to put on like layer after layer, especially if you're gonna do contour and all of that stuff and add in more concealer and bronzer and blush. And it's like, geez, by the time you get done, can you even remember what your skin looked like? So with this, you do kind of have to do a little bit of stippling as well, like pushing it into the skin as well as the circular motions, because it will leave brush strokes if you don't. So always pay attention to that, making sure that you kind of blend it out so that it doesn't leave any kind of brush strokes or whatnot. So, and I have a little bit of melasma here and some sunspots just from being a sun goddess in my younger years. So for me, I really do try to cover that as much as I can. And I'm not doing a total full coverage look today. I mean, this is pretty full coverage, but as far as you know, I'm not using any of the like camouflage type makeup today. I do use that when I'm like if I'm going to an event or something like that. I will use like a camouflage type makeup, but I just don't want the full mask today. So making sure I bring this down. You always want to blend. You don't want any lines. Lines are not good. I feel like I say that every video. Nobody wants any lines. So, okay, I'm going to let that dry down just a little bit. We may go back in with just a little bit more. We'll see. So, all right. And for the under eye, we are going to use my favorite, which is Tarte-Shape tape. And I have this in the color Fair Neutral. A little goes a long way with this stuff, so I'm just a couple of drops, and I'm just going to use my finger to pat this out, and this might even be a little too much. Okay, so now we are going to set the under eye with a little Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I'm taking a dampened Real Technique sponge, and we are going to pop that right underneath just to set. I'm not going to bake, just a little bit of setting under there to make sure no creases. So, all right. And now moving on to the eyes. So we're doing a little bit of a duo here. We're going to start with the Naked 2 palette by Urban Decay. I love this palette. It's really hard for me to use anything else because it's just got my favorite types of colors in it. So we're going to start with if I can find the brush that I want. Okay, so I guess, okay, here we go. This is a Mary Kay brush. Okay. That's all right, we'll start with that. And we are going to start with the transition shade of Tease, and that is this one right here. I'll link all of this below so you guys can see all the products that I've used. And we're just going to kind of put that all over the bottom lid. Okay, next we are going to take the color Busted, which is this kind of darker purple here. We're going to put that in the crease. We're kind of doing this deep kind of purpley look today. So we're going to just put that just right in the crease. Kind of swirling back and forth. Just kind of in the corner, that outer corner. We're going to go in and blend this out, so no, it doesn't look very good right now. I'm using a slanted contour shadow brush from Sephora. I'm going to take just a plain, or excuse me, a clean brush. Here, this is just a Bare Essentials shadow brush, just to kind of blur those lines together. Kind of smoke it out a little bit. I have very hooded eyes, so it's a little challenging for me to sometimes get these absolutely even, because one eye kind of stays open and the other kind of goes in a little bit, which is kind of strange. So, okay, now we are going to use a super old palette that I have from Bobbi Brown, and this is the Ruby Sparkle Eye Palette, and I am going to use the color, let's see here, we're going to do, it's really pretty, very kind of shimmery, sparkly kind of palette here. We are going to use the color Pink Rose, which is this kind of lighter, pinkier color, right here. So I'm going to take a MAC 213 brush and a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on the brush to kind of not necessarily turn this into a cream, but give me a little bit more of an intensity with it. Because this tends to have, as you can see by just the palette alone, that it's got a lot of fallout. So I think we're going to kind of need, this is not wanting to pick up at all. Note to self, don't hold on to palettes this long. Gosh, I loved this too when I first got it. Well, let's see how it goes. We're going to put this kind of just in the center and then into the inner corner of the eye. Oh, there we go. Didn't look like it was picking up very much, but it is. So see, it's kind of a purpley pink kind of color. It's really pretty though, I like it. We're focusing mainly on the center of the eye and then bringing just a little over to the inner corner. And we're going to do the same thing on the other. So for just a little more drama, I am going to switch to a contour, or excuse me, a cream shadow brush. This is from Unique. I'm going to do the same thing. Some MAC Fix Plus on the brush itself and try to pick up some more of this, because the 213 brush, yeah, there we go. It was kind of spreading the product out a little too much, and I want to be able to place it where I want it, not kind of have it go all over. And these brushes are a little bit more compact. The bristles are more compact, so you can really kind of get the color where you want it to go a little bit better, and it packs on a lot nicer that way. Okay, so now we are going to take our crease brush that we used with no extra and kind of go in and try to smudge those lines a little bit more. Just a little bit. Oop. And then walks my husband. Hi.
Hello.
I should have told you I was doing a video.
I didn't know that you were making yourself famous.
I know, sorry.
Pardon me. I'll recruit myself.
You were a lot faster than I thought you were going to be.
That's what I do.
Jeez. Okay, so we are going to go back to the Mary Kay original brush and back into Tease, and we're going to pop that kind of just a little bit to blur those lines a little more there. Okay, and then to do a little bit of highlight on the brow bone, we are going to grab that 213 brush from MAC, and we're going to go in with the color Bootycall, which is this right here. kind of a creamy, and pop that right there on the brow bone. And I'm going to bring that into the inner corner. Kind of like in a moon shape, just to kind of bring that, kind of round out that color a little bit. And there you have it. All right, so now we're going to line the eyes and put on lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. We are lined, we have lashes, so now we are going to add some mascara to kind of bring the lashes in, to create them into your own lashes. So we are using Lash Paradise by L'Oreal in the color black, just black. I love this mascara. This is wonderful stuff. You almost don't need, well, really most of the time I don't wear false lashes, so you really don't need them, especially with this, but we were kind of going for the full look today, so why not? And also I did add underneath the eye, I did smoke out a little bit with a cream shadow brush, and took a little bit more of the Busted color from the Naked 2 palette and kind of smoked that out underneath, just to give myself a little bit of definition. So, all right, moving on to bronzer. We are going to be using the Benefit-Hoola Bronzer. Love this stuff. If you watch my videos, you know I am actually looking for a new bronzer. I keep using the same thing and feel like it's kind of getting boring, and maybe I should try something different, but I love this stuff. What can I say? So, and if you also watch my other videos, you know I don't do a ton of bronzing to the top of the face because of that melasma. I'm working really hard right now on to get that corrected. I'm major SPF. I've been going to get facials done every 4 weeks. We're going to up the ante a little bit next time to, I think, some chemical peels. I get dermaplaning done. I am like, anything I can do to get rid of this melasma is what I'm trying to do. So we'll see, but not a ton of like contour look today, just kind of bronzing up the face a bit, bring it down the neck as well, blend everything together. Now I will do just a little bit down my nose. So I'm using the NARS Ita brush, which is a wonderful contour brush. Nothing too crazy. The only problem with this brush is that I get little hairs that come off of it, which is a little strange, but and really I really actually don't mind my nose, so just a little bit of contour just to kind of maybe just elongate it a little bit. But okay, and then for blush we are going to use this new one from e.l.f. I think it's just called Blushing. Doesn't really have, just says Blushing, number 23107. So, and it's cute. It comes with a little tiny brush and a little tiny mirror, but we need a little bit bigger than that. So again, taking that same highlighting brush. I just like the way a highlighting brush works as opposed to the big brushes for me. I have such a round face that I think sometimes with these brushes that are so big, they just put too much product everywhere. And for me, I really need to kind of zero in on where I want to put the product and not let it go all over the place. So, all right, and then for highlight, moving on to highlight, we are going to use Cargo HD. Love this stuff, and this is their Picture Perfect highlighter in bronze. Again, if you've watched my videos, I'm looking for another highlighter. I really am kind of stuck between this and the MAC Oh Darling, which I absolutely love as well. So if you guys have another highlighter option that you really love, I really need to try the Hourglass. This stuff is really good, but it does have a lot of fallout, but we're going to go ahead and use it anyways. I know Becca has some good highlighters. I know that Hourglass is famous for their, I think it's their ambient powder. I could be saying that wrong. That they, I see a lot of girls absolutely love the Hourglass primers, or excuse me, highlighters. So I really do need to try it, but all right. And now that we are done with all of the face, we are going to set maybe. Yes, found it. So Urban Decay All Nighter. Again, my all-time favorite setting spray. It's wonderful. So we are going to do a generous application. Whew. So make it stick. All right. And then I am going to use just a touch of the Max Fix Plus on top. Or maybe not just a touch, maybe a little bit more than a touch. So, and lips, and we are done. So we are going to use today this kind of berry color from Unique. It is their Splash Liquid Lipstick in the color Sensual. So this is, like I said, it's a liquid lipstick, and I've actually really liked this color. It's a little, the formula is a little chunky. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. That's kind of hard to see, but I like the applicator, and whoa, that is dark. Okay, so this is not for me. This was a new one. Thought I'd give it a try. Oh, yeah, that's probably gonna stain. So much for trying new stuff on camera. Oh well. It's a beautiful color. Actually, don't mind so much what's left over, but not for me. It's a little too much, especially even though this is kind of a fuller glam look for the day. That's a little much for me. So let's try their Stiff Upper Lip Stain in the color Sappy. This is kind of a berry color also. This might be. Oh, there's my cat. Well. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to let that kind of dry a little bit, dry down. We will see if we want to add another layer. Okay. I always feel like with lip stains that it's like if you don't get it perfect, it's a lot less forgiving than regular lipstick. But if you get it right, the reward is wonderful because it lasts forever, which is fantastic. So, all right, guys, and this is the finished look. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. If you want to see a different kind of look or a certain product or something like that, please leave that in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.